they still feel like they need to pop from that flight. My ears was hurting so bad when we landed.
What's up, y'all? My boy was live. I ain't wanna my boy the Berkeley Reaper. So this it's gonna be a little interesting right here, y'all. Wait till the people come in. My boy Reaper, what up, Reaper? What's up, James? Healing all over me, Miss Tony. What's up, Miss Helen? Miss Helen, Abundance on live, Miss Helen. You ain't get the alert, Miss Helen. I ain't even see you on here, Miss Helen. Abundance live. Michigan got 6-2-5 and 1-2-2. Raiders coach 300 career games tonight. 300. 300. The coach 285. And you know what, Reapers? Like when I was doing this gambling hookup, today's game, all Thursday games, let me know how Sunday's game is going to turn out. Just based on their record. Just based on their record, bro. Man, I probably have to do that tonight too. I could make another video. Wow. Damn, they are underdogs. 8.5. Good morning, everyone. I'm waiting till people come in, y'all. When we get 25 people. Damn, they the underdogs, Reaper. 42.5. 42 represents slave. So can they be 8-2 or 7-3? Can they be 3-6 or 6-7? I mean, if they lose, they'll be 2-7. Guess what? If the Raiders win and Broncos lose, they gonna have the same score. Do you see that, Reaper? If the Raiders win and Denver lose, they gonna have the same record, right? 3-7 and 7-3. We gonna see how this go play. I'm gonna look at this some more later. I look at the numbers game, y'all. They already 7-2. Right here, they 6-2. I'm gonna look more into this. Hey, look, I want to share something with y'all, Reaper. I want to share something with y'all right quick, y'all. How many people on here? I said 25, and I'm about to start now. Hey, what y'all on my live last night? Any of y'all was on my live last night? And I'm about to tell y'all something, Miss Helen. And I want y'all to take heed to what I'm about to tell y'all. All y'all, everybody. I'm teaching y'all how to do the dang. And look, y'all, excuse my French, y'all. I'm teaching y'all how to do the damn lottery. Why I'm not teaching y'all gematria. Man, I was doing some thinking yesterday, Miss Helen. I was doing some thinking, y'all. I got control over my platform. I can teach what I want to teach. I'm in bed like, bro, why you teaching them the lottery, bro? Teach them about the life. It's some people that really want to learn gematria, bro. Y'all need to learn this, y'all, because I'm about to tell y'all something go happen in the world, y'all. I can't tell y'all where it's go happen at. And I'm not here to scare y'all. I told y'all I'm here to help y'all. Something about to happen, y'all, in this world. Something about to go down. I'm gonna do my, for these last 3 days, y'all, I'm gonna do my research, y'all. I started yesterday I started looking at pictures, and I saw some pictures, y'all. I'm about to put y'all up on game. I can't tell y'all where it's gonna happen at, and it could be the world shut down again. It can be a whole nother shutdown again. 2026 represent shutdown. 2019, when we shut down, 2019 is 2026. Man, y'all better start waking up to my work. Y'all better wake up to my work. Hold on. Y'all remember when I went over this last night and we couldn't find that 6'9", and I was trying to find that chart with the 6'9", and he told me his son was born on 3/3. Look at this. I didn't lose the chart. This the chart I was looking for. Look at this, y'all. You can't tell me this not amazing. Look at that 69. What is a 69, y'all? A 69 can turn into a 9-3, a 6-3. That's why his son was born on this date. Look at that. Look at that. What is a 69? Man, y'all better wake up to my work, y'all. That video yesterday was on another level, y'all. Y'all might not understand what I'm showing y'all, my friend. I was giving y'all straight facts. Man, that video should have went viral. That video don't even have no views, y'all. You get where I'm coming from? It don't even have no views. And I was spitting out real information, y'all. Everybody should have been looking at that video. People should have been sharing that video. I was giving y'all straight facts. Yeah, something go down in this world, my friends. Who had a boxing match 2 weeks ago, last month? I'm about to let y'all know this about to really go down in this mother's country. And I'm about to tell y'all this, and I'm not here to scare y'all. You better hope none of y'all family members get called. Their numbers get called. Yeah, that's how deep this shit is, y'all. Y'all better hope none of y'all family members get called. Yes, y'all, it's this deep. That's how deep this is. We was talking about a fighter. When we talk about Crawford and Canelo, talk to me, y'all. Talk to me, my friends. I want y'all to talk back to me. Pull up King. Then we talk about Terence Crawford and Canelo, and I told y'all, all y'all, well, some of y'all think Terence Crawford made history. That shit was rigged. I'm about to break inside that. Now, y'all good, Reaper. I know y'all driving. So my main thing is this. Y'all remember I told y'all with this fight, it's about to be some sacrifice with the Canelo and the Crawford. Do any of y'all know who is Victor Conte? Come on, y'all. Talk to your boy, y'all. Come on, talk to me. Come on, y'all. Because I told y'all something bad might happen to Terence Crawford. I said his mom or his kids or his girlfriend. Y'all remember me telling y'all this? Come on, y'all. Talk to me, y'all. Talk to me, my friends. They speaking their code. They telling me to tell y'all this, my friend. The numbers telling me to tell y'all this. My real soldiers, take heed to what I'm saying, y'all. I told y'all when Crawford won that fight, something was going to happen. Are y'all with me, my friends? Come on, talk to me, y'all. Because if y'all don't talk to me, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm going to end this video, real talk. Because right now it's too dry. And I'm going to let y'all be on y'all own, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to let y'all be on y'all own. The communication on here is terrible, y'all. I'm going to let y'all find out what's going to happen on y'all own, my friends. When I talk about things, y'all act like y'all don't remember what I was talking about. I told y'all when Terence Crawford won, they were speaking in code. I said something going to happen in the world. It's going to be a lot of sacrifice, y'all. It's going to be a lot of sacrifice, y'all. And I told y'all Terence Crawford is Victor Khan, y'all. He passed away, y'all. Uh-oh, so what's about to happen in the world? See, this remind me of the Kobe Bryant. See, they always gonna have a famous or a star get killed and then they go mess us up, y'all. And then if any of y'all names represent Victor Conti, y'all numbers can be called. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about sacrifice? I know, y'all. It's about to be a lot of killing going on, y'all. Are y'all with me? It's about to be a lot of killing going on. I can look, he passed on 113. We did these numbers with 113. Then we do the numbers with 113, y'all. See, what I'm going to do this week, Reaper, I have to do my research, y'all. I have to be like mad like. I have to see what's going to happen in this world. I got to see if something going to happen in Michigan. I got to check the numbers. I got to check these stories out, my friends. That's how deep this shit is, y'all. And what's so crazy, look at this. When I did Homeboy, no, that's DJ L. This is what I'm looking at. Victor Conti died at 113, y'all. All speaking the code. Victor Conti, look at this, y'all. Look at that. You remember I was showing y'all these numbers when we was talking about 311, 314? He died by the numbers, y'all. He died by the numbers, friends. Yeah, it was a sacrifice. So think about this. If stars get sacrificed, we get sacrificed too, y'all. I'm keeping it. Y'all remember I was telling y'all I know my death date numbers? See, I can walk out here with my chest out, y'all. Because my death date number's not here, y'all. I know, y'all. That's how deep this is, y'all. Y'all, look, hey, Reapers, I be hearing people say, don't nobody know when they go die. I do. I know my death date. I'm about to say that again. Y'all know how people say, man, don't nobody know when they go leave. I know my death dates. I know the dates the governor was supposed to take me out. Hello. Say it again for the people in the back, D-Wiz. We all have a death date. Just like y'all have a birthday and y'all know y'all birthday, y'all have a death date, y'all. I know that's the whole thing. This gematria, y'all. What I study, I know y'all really can't just get this, my friends. But all I want y'all to know, when we talked about this, before all this happened, we was talking about these numbers. I thought Crawford was going to lose when I was like 411, 131, 031. Victor Conti died January the 3rd, y'all. I mean, November the 3rd. That he died by the numbers. It was a sacrifice. So when he beat Crawford, it was a sacrifice. But it's more to it, my friends. It's deeper than this, y'all. I have to do my research. I have to see what's going on. I have to look at the numbers because it's a story. You match numbers with stories. I know what tornado represent. I know what earthquake represent. So if I see any of those numbers matching with this story, I can put it together, my friends. Doing all this. I got to do my homework, y'all. And then I'm about to show y'all, share this with y'all. And he deal with snack. So look, Victor Conti, they say he didn't want to be, when the boxers be boxing, he didn't want to be doping them up. Well, I ain't going to say dope them up because I don't know for a fact. They say Victor Conti be cheating, y'all. When I come back, y'all, I'm going to come back in a couple of days, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen. It could be another shutdown, y'all. It could be another shutdown. And then y'all remember when we had that shutdown, they came with that that COVID-19, 2019, COVID-19. That's why it happened 2019. Y'all not following me. There's too many kill numbers. That's crazy. And all along they was talking. I thought they was go get Terrence Crawford mom. No disrespect. Like this, y'all. I'm about to tell y'all this. Y'all know I have to look at Muhammad Ali's daughter and Clarissa Shears. Now they beefing. They speaking in code, y'all. That's going around on the internet. Y'all get where I'm coming from? They speak. It's distraction, y'all. All that's tied together, y'all. Victor Khan and Muhammad Ali's daughter, when they little beef, all that's connected together, y'all. Then you got the sports coming on. You have sports. Sports are connected, y'all. You just got basketball just started. You have football just starting. You got hockey. They speak. It's gonna be a lot of speaking in code, y'all. It's gonna be a lot going on. But I told you, once I do my research and I see it, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. I told y'all, if I see something in y'all state or anything, y'all better listen to me, my friend. And I don't like to use that word better, but y'all ass better listen to me. Y'all ass better listen to me. You better pack your shit up with your kids and your ass better leave. Yeah, I use that word. You better leave. If I tell any of y'all something gonna happen in any state, your ass better travel. You better take that journey. You better take that journey. Yeah, I'm talking like that. Yeah, you better take that journey. And then y'all looking at the food. Look, I even did this, y'all. I told you I get a Bridge card. Look, I don't even use my Bridge card. But I still feel bad me giving it to a family member. It's still the same thing. Look at this. Y'all remember they was talking about the governor shutdown? Look at the number. Look at the update. Don't y'all see where it say 113? They speaking the code with the Bridge card. You know the Bridge card is tied with Victor Khan. Oh my goodness, D Wiz. Oh my goodness, D Wiz. I'm doing gematria for y'all. Y'all know when they was talking about the food stamp, the shutdown. All this is a connection, y'all. It's a connection. That's how I knew something was going to happen, y'all. I knew somebody was going to die. I knew a star was going to pass, y'all. They speaking in code. They taking y'all off what's really going on. Come on, y'all. Come on, my friends. You got snap and then you got snack. Look at this. You have snack and you have snap. They speaking in code, y'all. That's the same damn thing. SNAP. SNAP. What's snack at? Same hookup, y'all. Look at the snack. Look, y'all. Look at the snack. SNAC. No different, y'all. Y'all don't even get it. It's gematria, y'all. They talking. Look, they speaking in code, y'all. Look at this shut down, all the updates, and when they shut down, they're all speaking in code, y'all. Now Chance Crawford is 42. Uh-oh, what 42 represent? Uh-oh, he a slave. Look, it's gonna be a triple threat. Y'all remember when I did this with Canelo record? I said if Canelo lose the triple three, it's gonna be a triple threat. I'm waiting to hear two more people die, y'all. It's gonna be two more people die. Two more famous people about to pass, y'all. Two more famous people about to pass, y'all. It's about to be a triple threat. You see how the numbers telling me what's going on? I guarantee y'all gonna come back and tell me, D-Wiz, somebody passed and somebody, it's gonna be two stars. It's gonna be two more stars, y'all. All the connection, my friends. So I have to really do my homework, y'all. I have to do my homework. And I'm going to do my homework for us, my friends. I'm going to do our homework for us, y'all. Y'all get where I'm coming from? And with the look, it's a connection with the Raiders, Reaper. They always die through. That's that number 3. That's why I was telling y'all about that number 3. 3 mean kill, y'all. And then think about this. Watch this, y'all. Look, y'all, they say he rose on, they say he rose on the 3rd day. Y'all don't, look, I'm about to tell all y'all Bible readers and all y'all church and all y'all Christians, when they say he rose on the 3rd day, and then they said Christmas on the 25th, y'all didn't even know they were speaking in code. Hello. When they say he rose on the 3rd day, oh, they being funny. They being funny. See, I know what the number 3 represent, y'all. They being funny. Oh, it's a mockery. Oh, they speaking in code. He rose on the 3rd day, y'all. The 3s. How they say they die by 3s, that number, y'all. What's that Masonic number? 33? That's that special number 33? I know, y'all. That's how deep this is, y'all. That's who run this. Yeah, be careful, y'all. Be careful. Be careful, y'all. This was amazing. But let me break a number down right quick. We gotta start. I gotta start teaching this gematria, right? I have to start teaching y'all gematria, my friends. Yup. But Reaper, you said whatever you said the coach is gonna be his 300 game today. So he at 299 right now. Any tip for Tennessee? Miss B, you talking about lottery and I was talking about life. No disrespect. You have to go watch my videos. You have to go watch my video. Because I did see you on my comment when you was telling me to do them states. If y'all knew, you had to watch my videos. I'm really talking about life. I'm talking about something way more important than a lottery. I'm talking something way important than a lottery. Right now, none of y'all should be worried about no lottery numbers. You should be worried about hopefully your number don't be called. Hopefully your kid's number don't be called. And I'm not scaring y'all. I'm giving y'all the truth. You shouldn't even want me to do no damn lottery numbers. All y'all supposed to want to learn this gematria, my friends. That's what y'all should be wanting to know, my friends. Then you have people say, I don't care, we all gotta leave one day. Don't talk that shit around me. Cause I'm gonna walk away from you. That's negative to me. That's negative to me. And you be having people say, we all gotta leave one day. Who said that? Said who? Who said that? Who said that? You get where I'm coming from? This is why I pull. This is why I pull Ohio. Hey Reaper, look, today we go break that game down. Cause Denver playing at home. But I got love for y'all. I'm for real, y'all. And I'm looking at how my frequency. Look, I'm about to do Ohio, y'all. I'm about to just freestyle with Ohio. I'm about to freestyle. I just pulled Ohio. I'm about to just freestyle and do something. But I know, like these past 3 or 4 days, I know I was feeling some type of way. Don't have nothing to do with y'all. I know, Miss Helen, it'll mess you up. Yeah, I know that'll mess you up. And then, Miss Helen, I know some of my people, the numbers, you get where I'm coming from? And I'm not telling y'all like my mom, I'm not telling y'all she's sick. I don't like when she go get the chemo. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like when my mom get the chemo. I already know what time it is with the chemo. See, I'm telling y'all, I'm a soldier, y'all. Y'all, hey, Reapers, I'm going to talk to you later. We going to go over that game tonight, y'all, Reaper. Like my mom had got breast cancer, so she got one of her breasts cut off. Like my sister don't even drive no more because her eyes be blurry. My sister legs fat as hell now. Like what the hell? Why your legs fat? You get where I'm coming from? My auntie, now she has asthma. She never had asthma. My other auntie, ankles fat as hell. Her jaw, she look like she blew. She like they just blew her ass up, my friend. You get where I'm coming from? So a lot of my family members sick. And I know the same with y'all. You get where I'm coming from? But I know, I did my families, y'all. I know when I did my family history, I know what 3 people is next. I know what 3 people is next. Yeah, I'm talking real shit to y'all. I did my family history, y'all. That's why I can come and do y'all's, my friend. Not even do y'all's when we talked about yesterday. That's why I can do that. I practice. Are y'all with me, my friends? What I'm gonna do with Ohio? And I see it different, y'all. I pulled Ohio. Hey, y'all have a lot of love for y'all. Miss Helen, y'all don't y'all forget this, my friend. I got love for all y'all, my friends. And it's to the point. It's mandatory for me to research y'all. It's mandatory. I have a lot of love for y'all, and not just y'all. Everybody, my family too. I'm gonna do my job, y'all. I'm gonna study this. I'm gonna look up Victor Khan. I'm gonna break his name down. I'm gonna break where he was born at. I'm gonna break all that down, y'all. I'm gonna look at the date. I'm gonna do all this, my friends. I'm gonna do our homework, cause that's my job. I studied gematria for a reason, to know what the government I'm doing to us, my friend. So that's my job. Appreciate you, Miss Sheila. Appreciate you, Miss Sheila. For real, appreciate you. That's my job, y'all. Yeah, we live in a cruel world, y'all. I just messed me up when they was like Victor Khan. It kind of threw me off. The first I was like, cause like when I be telling y'all like somebody go past, I really don't even want that to happen, y'all. I promise y'all I don't be wanting that to happen. Like when we did this last night, a lot of y'all didn't watch watch my video, but when I did DJ L last night, man, that last night video was crazy, y'all. And that had me thinking all day, like, bro, help your people, bro. It's like, and I'm not calling y'all no kids. You know how y'all have a child and the child really don't know no better. Y'all be telling them, don't do such and such, but they be thinking different because they really don't know no better. That's the same with this lottery, y'all. So since this is my platform, when me talking about lottery, now we gotta talk about what's gonna go on in the world, my friends. So Ohio, I'm about to do something. I'm about to do the date with y'all. So anybody from Ohio, y'all. Y'all see that they still popping off. Look at that. They still popping off. Look at that. Look at that. Now look at this. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. All the connection, y'all. All the connection. Hey y'all, how old was Victor Conti when he died? When he died, how old was Victor Conti, y'all? How old was Victor Conti, y'all? Do y'all see this? Look at this. Let me blow it up. How old was Victor Conti, y'all? How old was Vic, y'all? Y'all remember when we broke this down? It's all a connection. Ages, numbers, birthdays, license plate numbers, y'all. All that's a connection, y'all. And it's way more numbers than this. Today is what? Today is, it's all tied. Look at my boy. He said it's all tied to, y'all, look at that. He said it's all tied to the what? That pyramid. Hey, y'all, look, I know some of y'all probably don't be looking at gossip, but did y'all see Clarissa? I can't pronounce her name. Clarissa Sheard, that boxer. She beefed with Muhammad Ali's daughter. Now she got exposed. Y'all remember I told y'all, like, when you on top, your ass go to the bottom. See, they pick people who don't have no, like Clarissa. She was like broke. Like Floyd Mayweather back in, I can't say he was broke because his dad was a boxer. But I look at Clarissa just like a Terrence Crawford, like a Tank Davis. You know what I'm talking about? They be picking broken home people. People don't have no father figure, y'all. Y'all get where I'm coming from? All they doing is speaking to coach. She getting exposed. Hey, y'all, when y'all get off my video, go watch that video, y'all. It's interesting, y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Who from Ohio in here? Who from Ohio? Hold on. Who from Ohio? Okay. So we got to do Ohio. After we finish Ohio, Miss Shauna, and when we finish Ohio, y'all, I want y'all to check this out, y'all. For real, I want y'all to check that out. When I say she getting exposed, look at that. Look at that. When I say she getting exposed, look, y'all, she getting exposed like a mother's cruncher, y'all. Y'all have to go watch that video. Let me do Ohio first. And then when I finish Ohio, I'm going to play a video for y'all. I'm going to play the video for y'all. Yeah, she got exposed. And I'm not going to say I'm happy, but hell yeah. You talk so much. No, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the regular way. I'm going to break down 2 6s. I should have broke down 2 4s. I'll break down 2 6s. Like the freestyle. That's crazy, y'all. Victor Conti passed, y'all, after the Terrence Crawford, y'all. Y'all don't even get that. Man, this man paying people to hang, he got a pull-up bar outside. They supposed to hold for it. Oh, no, he said, 1 minute. Oh, okay, 1 minute. Yeah, I woke up this morning, y'all, about like 2 o'clock. I was all on my phone. Like, what the hell? I was just researching. But I was researching in my brain. Now I have to put everything on paper now. I just know where to go look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I woke up like at 2 o'clock. I was thinking about when I broke the DJL number down, when I broke down Corey number. Because I did a whole new pattern, y'all. Y'all Michigan hit that. Don't nobody be hitting these lists. I just be putting these numbers up for the other people to steal my numbers and put up in their groups. And then it's a little challenging picking the monthly numbers if we don't know how to research. What's up, Scott? What up, y'all? What up, Jacob? Hershey's, Miss Bonner, Miss Shauna, John, Mickey, the Must Eater. Matter of fact, Miss Helen, watch this, Miss Safari. Why you have me calling you Miss Safari and your name is Miss Sapphire? Where Miss Safari at? Where Miss Helen at? Miss Helen on here? Miss Safari. You have me calling you Miss Safari and your name is Sapphire. Your name Sapphire. You had me calling your name the wrong name. And you was answer to that name. Miss Helen said, Deon, go Google that. You calling her Safari. Then I'm looking at that like, oh, whoa, whoa, Miss Helen just spelled it. Oh, that's 2PPH. That's PP. I had to go Google. I said, oh, okay, this is what Miss Helen was talking about. No, you said, I'm sorry, I felt bad correcting you. Heck, no. Oh, you could have sent an invite. And that's another thing. Look, y'all. Look, I want y'all to know, Miss Helen, y'all, everybody on here, y'all, look, I love y'all, my friends. Y'all get where I'm coming from? I'm not a fighter, y'all. None of y'all don't have to be scared of me, my friends. I'm not no fighter, y'all. I don't fight. If we argue, I'm going to walk away from y'all. I know a lot, because a lot of people are like, man, I'll be scared to say that you might clown. I don't want y'all to think I'm just going to fuss at y'all, my friends. I told you when I fuss, it be out of love, my friend. I just don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed and say, I'm going to go on YouTube and cuss them out. No, my friends. No, I pronounced your name wrong. And I'm glad Miss Helen told me to go Google it. What's up, Benny? I was like, Sapphire. And I was like, Safari. Like, what? I don't say no damn Safari. Miss Helen said the month of September, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You say about to go to Missouri? Hey, y'all, that day I made that bet on live. Y'all know I lost $60 that day? YouTube. Y'all remember that time I picked that hockey team? Yeah, I lost $60. After I put that $30 on there, I'm like, man, I'm about to put $30 more on them to score over. Man, they scored 3-0. I lost that $60. And I'm looking at Miss Helen, and I'm looking at my telephone. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at all these cracks. But I just go play. I just gave the lottery some damn money. I mean, I just gave FanDuel money the other day. I ought to be ashamed of myself. You need the phone and you up here gambling. You up here gambling. But no, I give a miss. I'm about to call it Safari again. If I call you Safari, she gonna beat me up. Cause like if I was on somebody, now if I was in somebody's face and they call my name wrong, I'll probably correct them. But I'm with her. Like cause when I was on my Jesse platform, he was calling me Devin. And I didn't say that. I didn't correct them neither. So I kind of know what she. And I wasn't scared. I just didn't correct them. Now, if we was in public or we was face to face, I'd be like, no, my name is Deon. But I get what she's saying, like, as far as her saying something. Because Jesse still be calling me Devin. And he be having so many comments. By the time you put a comment up, that comment go be gone. He said, UTSA. I can agree with you. I can agree with you. What's the over and under? You talk about Florida. You talk about Florida, the Gators. Cause USA, USTA, they be kind of scoring. But if they playing in Florida, Florida might whoop they. If they playing in Florida, Florida might whoop they in Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn, that's why. Look at that. That's 67.5. There go the score right there too. Damn, that's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. What's up, D'Angelo? My boy Jacob. What up, Jacob? So what I did, y'all, I pulled Ohio. Everything I'm doing, y'all can apply the same thing to y'all state, my friends. That's why I say no one should be waiting on me to break no numbers down. Y'all should already be doing this. Real talk. Yeah, so you would know what's going on. I might play around with some t-shirts next week. Yeah, I might play around with some t-shirts next week. I might play around with some t-shirts next week. I might play around with some t-shirts next week. Cause I know if I go live and do a t-shirt on live, I know a lot of y'all go tune in when I be pressing the t-shirts. Either y'all go tune in when I have to make my screen. Told you I'm about to start letting y'all see my haircuts. I'm about to start when I cut hair. I'm gonna start putting that on live because I'm a content creator, my friends. So YouTube go pay me for my service, y'all. Yeah, D'Angelo, this is what I was looking for. You remember last night when I was talking about the 26? when we talk about when they had that 69, I was looking for this chart, but I forgot I tore it out and I kept it. I forgot I had it in that pile. That's why his son's birthday was on the March the 3rd. When we did that 69, when I was trying to tell y'all 3 plus 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. Look at that. See, the doctors or y'all created, I can tell when y'all have a baby. I can tell y'all everything before y'all have a baby. I can tell y'all what the days she gonna have her baby. See, it's a thing like when the time y'all supposed to have y'all baby and y'all don't have it on that date, I don't understand what happened. Like if some of y'all supposed to have a baby on a certain date and y'all had it 2 or 3 weeks later, it's a reason for that, why they mix the dates up. I just don't understand. Hell yeah, that's how deep this world is, y'all. When some of y'all done had a baby when y'all baby was born premature. It's a reason for that, y'all. It's all a numbers game, my friend. Because it's his seed, because he planted the seed. A guy planted the seed in a female. Now think about a guy, his insides messed up. And then he get you pregnant. Don't you think y'all gonna be messed up? Hello, y'all. Hello. Why y'all think they be talking about crack babies? If a person smoke crack, and then they be like, man, that baby a crack. It's the same thing, y'all. It's no difference. I told y'all that's why they call sexual intercourse. Once I have sex with a female, I'm putting my frequency in her body, y'all. Her body, her frequency coming in my body. Y'all, numbers don't lie. I always say that. Matter of fact, Miss Helen, I'm about to screenshot this because me and my cousin just talked about you. Watch this, Miss Helen. Watch this, Miss Helen. Me and my cousin just talked about you. Watch this. Watch this. Me and my cousin, I talked about you. I'm glad you said that, Miss Helen. Watch this. Watch this. I'm still doing the homework, y'all. And my whole cousin not asleep. Cuz, you asleep?
No, I'm taking my brother to school. What's up?
Okay, look, I'm on live, cuz I got you on the speakerphone. I'm on live. So,
what's good?
Okay, look, yesterday when I was talking about what I say I'm about to start back doing. Okay.
About a lot.
Okay,
Reference point.
Okay, what about the t-shirts?
Oh yeah, you said you about to go ahead and do that because you've been kind of sleeping on it and you've been getting a lot of inquiries about that. Are y'all with me?
Y'all hear this? Now when I told them I'm about to start making a t-shirt. What I tell you they go what they be calling me, cuz?
Scared.
You hear that, Mr.?
Yeah, you scared to do it.
So right now I'm on live right now. So I told them I'm about to start pricing some t-shirts next week. Miss Helen was like, she said she can't believe it until she see it. But we talked about this. I was just telling her, I was like, man, they don't believe nothing I'm saying though. I'm just got to bust y'all bubble. I told you I'm at this stage right now, y'all. It's time for me to make a change. Like I told y'all with this lottery, I'm not really feeling this lottery. I don't mind helping y'all, I promise y'all. But I'm not really feeling this lottery. And I keep looking at these t-shirts and they calling my name, y'all. And once I talk about a lot of things, I do it. Like I told y'all, I might stop doing the lottery. I was warning y'all months ago because I was feeling that frequency. My frequency was leaving these numbers. I look at my machine every day. Like I told, I'm about to do some shirts next week, bro. I'm going to bust a bubble. They don't even have no clue. See, when I do things, it's on my time. Not when it's not on nobody else's time. Right now, it's time for me to do it as of right now. So when a lot of y'all thought I was bull crapping, no, it wasn't meant for me to do it at that time. But I'm going to get with you, cuz I'm on live. I'm going to call you after I get off live.
For sure. Oh, yeah, we got to finish chopping it up because I got some other stuff I want to talk to you about.
I told you to stop by, man. Yep.
Yep. Soon as you get done, I'll hit you up.
All right.
Yep.
Look, y'all, I procrastinate, but I'm a real one, y'all. When I say I'm going to do some shit, I'm going to do it. It's on my time, y'all. I told you it's all about time, y'all. At the time, it wasn't right for me to do that, my friends. No, Miss Heather, because you got to understand, Miss Heather, when I was teaching the lottery and me doing it, me making shirts, you got to think about, I was thinking about the snakes who was following me. So why would I do these shirts and then I had to give them to such and such? So it was a lot of reasons why I didn't do the books or none of that. It was reasons for that. It wasn't meant for me to do that. No, Miss Tyler, I'm not gonna quit on y'all. But y'all see how I'm doing these lottery numbers, where every day I don't talk about the lottery. This is what I'm talking about. It's like a part time. It's like when I feel like doing the lottery, I really come do the lottery. Yeah, cause it makes me sad, y'all. Real talk. This lottery make me sad. It's like when I be looking at these numbers, I know what these numbers represent just by looking at them. And then it had me just thinking about shit, y'all. Real talk. When I wake up in the morning, I shouldn't be teaching no lottery. That's bringing my frequency down, y'all. Y'all get where I'm coming from? That's why I say I'm real strong. Like when you wake up, you want to start your day off right. You get where I'm coming from? Like starting doing this lottery, it's not good. Like when I wake up and exercise, man, I have a wonderful day. Because I'm already on the right frequency and I'm on the right track. See, when I do the lottery, I'm on a different track. And then once I finish the lottery, I got to jump off this track and get on the right track. Somebody say, how do you increase your frequency? Right now, bro, I don't know if you being funny. Because right now, this ain't even the time, bro. You get where I'm coming from? This not even the time. How can you increase your frequency? I ain't got time to be playing with nobody kids. How many of y'all told y'all kids or y'all husband or y'all wife, y'all loved them when y'all walked out the door? Not too many of y'all. My boy Abundance. 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 So you didn't hear about that? You didn't hear about Victor Conte Abundance? You remember I told you when Terrence Crawford won, somebody's go pass? This the one was giving them them drugs. A lot of them fighters. Boosting them up. Ryan, you got Crawford. You got Devin Haney. That lets me know that, watch this, y'all. Devin Haney might beat Brian Norman. Just by the numbers, y'all. And again, I did not do no research. I'm just going, because Victor Khan, he with Crawford, and Victor Khan is with Devin Haney. Are y'all with me? When you look at Devin Haney fight, sometimes he be big, sometimes he be small. So that's letting me know that, because Crawford went up weight to win. That's what Devin Haney doing, Brian Norman Sr.'s son, Jr. He at 147, he the champ. That lets me know Devin might move up to win, y'all. They speaking in code, y'all. But a bunch, y'all remember I told y'all, somebody go pass from Crawford. I told y'all his mom or somebody, something like that. Not to be saying it like that, but I already know it was going to be a sacrifice just because how he won. I knew it was going to be a sacrifice. And this just the beginning. It's going to be 2 more stars got to pass, y'all, by the numbers. It's 2 more stars have to pass by the numbers. Watch it within these 3 days. Watch y'all tell me 2 more stars passed away. That's why I say we live in a cruel world, y'all. Abundance was getting that money. He was doing on Mike Tyson. I'm gonna do some Tyson too. Ohio. Y'all can get a 6'3" pair. Damn, y'all. Hold on, Miss Joyce said we had 8-3 5 times because I was about to give y'all 6-8. So let me write this down right quick. Hold on, let me write this down. My boy Padon. What up, Padon? I'm gonna do my research, y'all. Somebody, Miss Joyce said, hold on, Miss Joyce. I can't see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 8-3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 8-3 4 times, but it's still on here. This is 8-3 in a different language. This is 8-3 in a different language. No, I don't do pick 4. You wasting your. I don't do pick 4. Y'all see double zeros? Let me see. They got a double zero. They got a double zero. They got a double zero. No doubles. Indeed. Hey, Abundance still on here? Abundance. Did you see Padam short? Hey, Padam, man, your form clean, bro. Padam, your form clean. Y'all, it's cool, Miss Joyce. It's 4 times. It's cool. 4 still good. Hey, so look, y'all, I'm about to tell y'all something. All y'all that's following me, right? I was about to say, Miss Ted, I was about to say Miss Safari, Miss Sapphire. Like in your situation, if y'all need to ask me something, y'all know y'all can go to one of my videos. Cause I don't think everybody can't read y'all comment. So if y'all have something to say to me, y'all could comment on a video. I'm trying to remember what's the comment where if y'all make a comment, I'm the only one that can see it. They go Bob. What up, Bob? Miss Clark. Padam, I'm learning my pull-up form for abundance. His pull-ups be clean. Oh yeah, you there, Padam. All your stuff be clean. And you be doing full range too. You don't be doing no shortcuts. Now we about to go back and research and see which one they got already. Yeah, you don't be doing no shortcuts. Like when I was doing the push-ups with Kivo, I noticed y'all when I was doing those push-ups when we did 1,000, I was doing some shorties too. So I'm not really no shorties guy, but nothing wrong with shorties. I know I was doing a lot of shorties because I wasn't going up normally how high I go. Oh, that's what's up. 6 months. Hell yeah. See, the way I work out per dime, now I'm about to look and see how many times we got an 8-3. Per dime, the way I work out, bro, and not to be bragging, yeah, I was a hell of a ball player, bro. So they already got an 8-1. Yeah, I was a hell of a ball player. When I say I was out cold, bro, yeah, I was nasty. Like if you was to come to Detroit and somebody that hoop that know me, the first thing they'd be like, man, they'd say something about he'll cross over, he'll cross you over. They'd say I have handles, and then they'd say he can shoot like crazy. And then some of them say, man, he'll dunk, because I was dunking too, y'all, back in the day. So when a person see me, they be like, he can shoot, he can dribble, and he'll dunk on your ass. That's what they'd say, y'all. But I practiced that at Padam. I was in the alley, and all I was doing was dribbling with my left hand, dribbling around the cones. But I was using a little tennis ball, then I was using a little small ball, because the tennis ball you can't really grip it or control. I have no really no good control with my right hand. Then I dribble with my left hand. I was so ghetto. I had chairs, putting the chairs out, going between the chairs, bouncing the ball. I go do a left hand layup. I do a right hand layup. I shoot in that corner for about 20 times. I move to this spot. That's why I can shoot around the whole court. I don't have to be in one spot. So I practice that. And I do my workout the same. That's why I work out the way I work out. I do my little sets, my little 10s, little 15s. I know what I'm doing. I just know how to trick. Same thing when I played the drums. I'm doing the same thing when I played the drums, did my t-shirts, cut hair. I'm doing the same thing with exercising. I just know when you do shit basic and keep it simple, you go get them results. Just keep it simple and basic. They didn't get no 0-3. What about a 6-8? So how many days is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna put a check by this. What about a 6-3, Wiz? Here go a 6-3 in a different language. There go a 6-3. So I'm gonna get rid of this 6-3. Watch this. There go a 9-3. I'm gonna get rid of this 9-3. So watch this, y'all. We have 2 pairs left. We have a 0-3 and we have a 6-8. Y'all follow me? So and Padam, I always think about damn D-Will, because I was skinny. I'm still skinny. I'm like, when I was balling, bro, I was small as hell. Now imagine me playing ball like the way I am right now. It would have been totally different. I was small as hell. Like, then I was small. But I had that heart like a lion. So we go do the 6-8. I can talk and do my work, y'all. Damn. 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 So I ain't tripping with Illinois. So, what's up, Miss Cynthia? Yeah, this Illinois. Yeah, it count, but this Illinois. I ain't tripping on Illinois. We had all the hits in Ohio, so that's cool. I ain't really tripping because one monkey don't stop no show. So my next step, how did they get a 0, Staley? Okay, they could have got a 0 from right here. How did they get a 2, Staley, from right here? How did they get a 3, Staley, from right here? How did they get a 7, Staley? Because 16 take away 9 is a 7. That's nasty. So, Staley, how did they get this 3? This was real tricky because 2 6s do not bring no 3. Yes, they do, because 6 plus 6 is 12. What I teach y'all about a 12? What's a 12, y'all? What's a 12? So that is a 3 in a different language. Yeah, they good. So right here, Michigan need this. What's a 6-4, Staley? A 6-4 is a 2, a 8, a 1, a 0, and a number 9. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Let's get this money. Then on the backside, just to be slick, because they can be slick. If y'all don't get this, they go bring this mother scruncher. All I'm going to do is put that 6-8 right here. Ohio, y'all need one of these mother scrunchers. Ohio, y'all need one of these mother scrunchers. Y'all need one of these mother scrunchers. Jeremiah say it's just random. Yup. There's abundance in Texas. So what about a 0-3, Staley? They got a 9. I see how they got the 9. What about a 0-3, Staley? Zero 3. They got a 0. Let me see. 3, 7. Yup, I see how they got the 0. What about this 4? That was tricky. So I already see what's going on. So 448 is a 6-8. 6 is 4 is a 6-8. 987 is a 6-8. Yeah, kind of focus on this. I dislike when I be saying that. When I be telling y'all to focus just on this. When I be telling y'all to focus on this, they'll mess around and bring this. But I really see this, though. Because I can see 664 bringing a 6-8 pair, y'all. It's not no downfall, but the only downfall beyond the Mega Million is 843. You know, I just got sad when you said that, D'Angelo. You know, I got sad when you said that. Told you when I look at certain numbers, y'all, it just get me not sad. I just know what's going on. I just know the connection. I don't know the connection, but I know it's a connection. This is what I was talking about. See, they speaking the code. Like George, what's his name? Atkinson. Yeah, George Atkinson. He had passed away for the Raiders, y'all. When me and Reaper was talking, and his number was 43. And we was talking about how the 4-3 pair was hitting across the board. That next day, some people, a lot of y'all was getting that 4-3 pair, 8-4-3, 6-4-3, 5-4-3. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember that number? They still speaking the code when they talk about the Mega Million. That's all a connection, y'all. That's all a connection, y'all. I promise you, y'all. No, because we were talking about that. I told you when we talk about that, the guy from the Raiders, George Atkinson, when he died, he passed away. Somebody sent this to me. I told you I'm a numbers guy, y'all. And we was talking about this all last week, how that 4-3 pair was in the lottery, y'all. How we was talking, my friends. How they speaking the code. They all speaking the code, y'all. And they still using that 43. Y'all know why they still using that 43? Watch this. What y'all think will represent, y'all? What y'all think was going on? What y'all think was going on? Here go the lottery. Look at the lottery number, y'all. Look at that 3-4. I love y'all. Don't ever forget this. Man, I got chills. Oh, I got chills. Look at this when we did the date. So what they were trying to say, George Atkins, his number was calling. He just didn't know nothing about the number system, y'all. Look at these lottery numbers. We talked about this, y'all. Every month, the numbers change, y'all. It'd be a different number. He died by the... So y'all not... So look, y'all don't see this? So y'all don't see this? Come on, y'all. Y'all been following me too long, my friend. To know, look at the connection, y'all. Look at this. Look at that. Who died on that date, y'all? Okay. Y'all don't want to hear me, though, but it's cool. It's cool. Michigan got that last night. Yup. But look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look when he died. 113. Look at this when I was telling y'all that shutdown. Look at that bridge card. Look at that shutdown. Look at that update. Look at the government. Look at that update 113 in red. Look at that update 113 in red. You see that connection? They were speaking the code with the bridge cards, y'all. They were speaking the code with the bridge card. But y'all don't have no clue, y'all. But screenshot this, y'all. Your boy deep, y'all. I promise y'all. Your boy real deep with these numbers, my friend. Look, I told y'all, if my teacher, geometry teacher, was to see my work, he would be amazed. Because he uses geometry, y'all. I use straight. I'm breaking it down myself, y'all, because the lottery taught me. See, I brought geometry to the lottery, but the lottery taught me how. So when I do geometry, I know how to look for patterns and break numbers down just for the lottery. So you see how both of them helping me out? I brought geometry to the lottery, but I learned how to really work the geometry using the lottery system, y'all. Hello. When I played the lottery, I didn't know geometry and the lottery. I didn't know it was a connection. I didn't know the lottery was a connection with the deafs. I didn't know about the lottery was a connection with the sports. I didn't know this, y'all. So I'm glad I got inside the lottery world to see all this, y'all. So if I wouldn't have never played lottery and did what I did, I wouldn't be right here right now, y'all. Ohio, 6803. 6803. Yes, sir. Padam, peace out, bro. Hey, look, when I teach y'all Jabba, I'm going to teach y'all the basic. I'm going to teach y'all the basic. But you still got to go to my teacher, though, real talk. And my teacher, flawless. want y'all to see this video. So here go Ohio. Screenshot it. Hey y'all, do y'all want to see that video? Yes or no? I said yes and no like y'all in school. Do y'all want to see that video? And she just all on this mother scruncher. Yeah, he went hard. Oh, not him. What's his name, y'all? Hold on, y'all. Damn, I thought I was dead screen. What's his name? Boxing Ego. Oh, Boxing Ego. Oh, Boxing Ego. Boxing Ego. Here we go. Yeah, Boxing Eagle. Also, he be putting a lot of videos. Is it live or video? We talk about Victor Khan. He died 2 days ago, huh? It's long too, y'all.
Making a place you'll never forget. BetMGM Sportsbook.
Some of y'all don't have to stay, y'all.
Added one knockout. Now, for me, it's not just about knockouts. There's some fighters don't have that power, so it is what it is. But I understand why Layla's saying it. She's basically making it sound
damn.
like
So I was already watching, then I stopped watching.
year-olds need clout, like, like. I mean, I guess there are some 50-year-olds that maybe clout chase. I don't know, but a 50-year-old Ali.
What's up, Miss Urban?
Clout, like they clout demons
Lamont.
off of you. Like, come on, bro. Do you see this? She says every female that fights for that WBC gotta look at my face.
I had to mute because it was playing music.
We are back. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, the saga continues. Layla Ali, daughter of famous, probably the most famous boxer ever, Muhammad Ali. She has responded to Clarissa Shields. If you follow my channel, you will know I've been extensively covering this beef, the back and forth between Layla Ali and the GWOAT Clarissa Shields. I've done videos on both sides. Both sides. I told you guys in the other videos, this is not my beef. I am a man. These are two women who are beefing, they're at odds. A difference of opinion, if you will. That's on them. But I'm gonna do just like a battle rap, and I'm gonna judge it fairly, unbiased, and give you guys that raw, that puro, right? So
Before we start, y'all know this is a connection of the Victor kind, y'all. It's dealing with boxing. So all this tied together, y'all.
a lot of you guys who have been following the story on my channel sent me this video and said, what do you think? This is not scripted. I never script any of my videos. I don't use a teleprompter. I never stutter or stammer looking for what to say. I got it all right here. So my reaction, this is the first time that I am watching Let the Record Show Part 2. The link will be in the description so you can watch it uncut without my commentary. Or if you want to revisit a certain part, I'll put Layla Ali's link in the description. I'm going to give you guys my transformative
So he gonna be pausing too, y'all, a lot.
Rocking. Now, I highly suggest you pause this video and go watch the first 3 videos.
Y'all hear this?
Layla Ali part 1 and 2 video I did, and the Clarissa Shields rebuttal, and then come back to this video because it's like a Fast and the Furious movie. I mean, you could jump into the 6th one, but you don't know what happened in episodes 4 and 5, right? Same concept. So I would go back because I'm just going to brush up on certain points, but I'm not going over everything in its entirety. And that's why I do separate videos, so you guys can get the information. And I don't want it to be too repetitive for my longtime fans that watch every video. So here we are. Let me get ready, get my headset on. But to recap, I felt Layla Ali's video that she did was far more convincing than Clarissa Shields. Nothing against either lady, but Clarissa was saying, first of all, she copied Layla Ali's entire format. So to me, you lost some points for that. You had the same like framing. She dressed up, you dressed up. She had her hair did and tried to do the classy approach, and then you kind of copied, but that's not necessarily your thing. Like, so it looked like a person you were dissing, you were almost like emulating, which is weird. Like, let's say a rapper, like let's say Jay-Z is dissing Nas back in the famous beef, right? Hove is dissing Nas, but then he starts trying to rap like not.
If you're looking to get a credit card that helps you earn points to travel this summer, I would think about 2 things. First, who was a better fighter between me and her? Because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I know that she always kind of felt a little threatened, but from when I first met her, I always knew that, she don't love boxing. But it's being the growth.
Now, right off rip, this clip that she's showing from Clarissa Shields is alleging that Layla Ali feels unaccomplished comparatively because she's accomplished a lot, and she always knew that Layla, felt insecure, basically. But how do you qualify that? Like, you're stating your interpretation, I get that, but the question I'm asking is, based on what? See, Clarissa, what's hurting her in this battle is she continues to make, like, boisterous claims and almost like bold, shocking claims that sounds good, but then when it comes to the follow-up, we are not really hearing the details to support the claim. Like, in the court of law, if I'm like, this person shot the gun on June 1st. I know he pulled the trigger, which ended this person's life, unalived somebody, right? Just hype. I'm just making up a scenario, right? And the judge or the cross-examination, that's some heavy allegations. By stating that, I'm marking somebody, and they could potentially do life in prison based on what I'm saying. So the courtroom would need and request more from me. How do you know? Were you there? No, you weren't there? How do you know then? How do you know this person did it? Oh, I just had a feeling. See, just like Layla Ali said in the beginning, it's facts over feelings. So for that reason, you can't really go off of, oh, I always know that she was jealous of me, woo woo wampty, but then you're not really telling us what she did or said to support that. I'm real big on receipts, and especially if someone has like heavy allegations, you kind of have to support your claims.
Mean to you? Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, you know, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just making a blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me, the original way. You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their modeling career, to be in a magazine or something. But I use boxing.
Right now, she's like, people are promoting magazines in their modeling career, and then she's showing a picture of Clarissa doing the same thing.
For boxing, and it promotes, and boxing is my brand. It's just like I'm
Bro, she's showing her rapping on 106 in sports. Wow.
not trying to use boxing to promote something else.
I'm so sorry, bro. Layla Ali, I know y'all not probably from the fight, but Layla Ali, this is a 10-8 round, bro. She's playing a clip of Clarissa Shields saying her brand is boxing. Pretty much saying that other girls, they're doing like OnlyFans, or they got side adventures and modeling careers, and they're trying to glorify that. She's like, I'm a pugilist, I'm a fighter.
Hold on, y'all. He gonna talk a lot.
I'm not trying to promote other stuff. My brand is my business, and my business is boxing. And then
he gonna talk a lot.
I was really skeptical when I heard that national debt relief has helped over a million.
I know y'all want to get. Y'all can still find the whole story on here though.
All right, y'all. We are back again with another Layla Ali response surrounding the situation. All right, let's play.
Jump right to it since you brought her up. Layla Ali.
I always knew that Layla wasn't intimidated by me, you know. And she may have not ever said nothing, but I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her. Because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I knew that she always kind of felt a little threatened, but from when I first met her, I always knew that, you know, she don't love boxing. But it's being the growth mean to you? Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, you know, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just...
See, man, this ain't the right video.
A blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me. The original way. You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their...
You know what?
With their
Man, I have to find that right video, y'all.
To be in a magazine or something. But I use boxing for boxing. And it promotes, and boxing is my brand. It's just like I'm not trying to use boxing to promote something else, to help me with something else.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. Hold on, it's nothing wrong with using boxing to promote something else. I mean, if you're in a business of brand.
Just as I promised.
Okay, here she go. We gonna go to the source.
Now, if you haven't already watched,
We're going to the source.
I suggest you go back and
So y'all can look.
so you'll understand why I needed to go to these links.
We gonna go to the source
once and for all.
That's where we
For
going.
years, I've been characterized as
Let's go.
unsupportive, as being a hater, envious of her success, and as someone who disrespected her so badly.
There
now,
we go.
in part one, I discussed the past. What was said from both of us, on both sides. I showed the brunt of what came out of each of our mouths. Nothing was twisted, nothing was taken out of context, just the truth of what was said. I also showed how she even tried to use my father's name to discredit me. Pretty unthinkable. Hopefully, you went and watched the full versions of the clips I shared in part one, just as I suggested, because they're on YouTube. And I want to take just a second to thank those of you that left supportive comments. Even if you judge the situation wrongly and see the truth now, I understand how it may have seemed. Multiple people have reached out to me privately, sharing their experiences,
Miss Jackie?
and are so relieved that someone finally exposed the truth about how she operates. I know you know my style by now, facts versus feelings. Like I said in part one, I'm not about the he say, she say. I've stayed focused on the exact allegations that were made against me, and I showed you the directly related receipts. Now part two is about the present. She always repeats the same tactics, just in a new situation. We're dealing with the same person who plays the victim card, makes up lies, deliberately twists my words, and creates a false narrative. Look, she fooled the public before, so she feels like she can just keep it going. Now, before I get into part two, let me just remind you who we're talking about here.
Jump right to it since you brought her up. Layla Ali.
I always knew that Layla was intimidated by me, you know. And she may have not ever said nothing, but I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her. But I always knew that she questioned who was the better fighter between me and her, because I have a better amateur background and now a better professional background. So I know that she always kind of felt a little threatened, but from when I first met her, I always knew that, you know, she don't love boxing.
What does being the GOAT mean to you? Of course, it got all the accomplishments and, you know, all the belts and everything like that. But it also means, like, to me, just making a blueprint for the women that's coming up behind me, the original way.
You know, there's a lot of girls who use boxing to promote their with their modeling career. To be in a magazine or something. But I use boxing for boxing. And it promotes, and boxing is my brand. It's just like I'm not trying to use boxing to promote something else to help me with something else.
I'm really building a blueprint where I can tell other girls, like, listen, if you do this, this is what can happen. If you build your brand like this, this is the direction that it can go. If you build it like that, it can go this way. I feel like I just want to get, like, somehow, if it can be figured out, what is it that the brands look for in an athlete to where I get the $20 million payday to represent, you know, one of these big brands or something like that. You have to have, like, I don't know if it's a certain look or a certain tone or a certain, you know,
I think if you
story.
just continue
I don't
to
know.
be you.
Of course, being like a great person, being a great role model.
She
Marsha's a
sounds
bitch. That's it. She's a bitch, and she's gonna keep being one. She's a hater. She wish she was me. She wish she had the belts, the gold medals, and she don't want to be me. She wish she was black and everything. It's just sad.
I tried to tell her in the past, brand deals don't come from pretending to be someone you're not. They come from character, integrity, and consistency. That's the work she needs to do. So while she's trying to paint my success beyond the ring in a negative light, the truth is I've accomplished what I set out to do in the ring. And I moved on to build a life and a career using all of my other talents. Now she's acting as if she's an expert on how to build a brand, mentoring others on it as if she has all the answers, when in reality, she's still trying to figure it out for herself. And she's doing this because she wants to figure out how she needs to look, how she needs to act, how she needs to talk, who she needs to become in order to make some money and get some brand deals. Okay, let's get into this. She's decided to once again call me out with a $15 million challenge. She's using the same playbook as last time, taking something I said, twisting it, and turning it into a false story, then going on a PR campaign to promote it. Let's take a look at how this all came about. I recently co-hosted a historic women's boxing event on Netflix, the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano trilogy fight in Madison Square Garden. Millions of viewers tuned in, and there were great matchups on the undercard. Now, after the event, I did an impromptu interview to discuss the fighters and how electrifying the night was for women's boxing. And both of the ladies have so much to be proud of. They're both great warriors, and this is a big night for women's boxing. Hopefully, it's just the beginning.
And she threw a 1-2 every single time, but the 1-2 was going like straight, and she was already over here.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. No, but I know where you're going with it. We can easily pick either of them apart, right? But the thing is, I think Amanda was trying to just keep this. I'm almost done, guys. Last question.
Yeah.
Last one at Clarissa Shields. There's rumors that you're going to come back and fight. What? Everybody's talking about it.
You know what I heard? The rumor that I heard was that I said that unless somebody has 15, 20 million, don't even call me.
Turkey has that money. Turkey's going to
I said unless somebody calls me and says they have it, we're not even going to have a conversation. I'm not trying to come back and fight. But if someone offered that kind of money, I would actually have to think about it. Thank you.
Y'all see that? She didn't say she was gonna fight.
What I didn't find out until later was that the questions that I kindly answered were going to be turned into a calculated headline created for clickbait. Not the first time this has happened. Ever since I retired from the boxing ring, I've received offers to come back. Everything from exhibitions to fighting whoever I want and me naming my price. I've never really been just sitting around seriously trying to come back to boxing. I have a TV hosting career. I speak on stages around the globe. I have successful companies that I own. I'm a wife, a full-time mom. I'm raising teenagers. I'm busy and fulfilled. During that quick fight blog interview, I addressed the rumor that the interviewer brought up. He had his facts wrong, so I corrected him and I said I wasn't trying to make a comeback. But if somebody offered me $15 to $20 million, I would have to think about it. Who wouldn't? That's a lot of money. But saying that I would think about it and saying I would actually do it is not the same. Words matter. After he posts the video, he starts sending my business partner text messages, literally trying to negotiate a fight without my knowledge or consent, while at the same time, my team was being inundated with a barrage of emails and text messages and calls from her team trying to make a fight. Now at this point, it started to feel like a money grab scheme. Next thing you know, about 6 days later or so, the same fight blog puts out the fake check video. You can go watch it on YouTube.
What's up, Layla? You trying to fight? I'm the GOAT. I got 15 million up right now. Where you at?
Wow.
Speaking of GOAT, have you tried my new GOAT seasoning? It's knockout blends with spices and herbs. Don't try to get quiet now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Have you guys seen my new cooking show? Episode 2 drops on Friday. Meet me in the ring. Honey, already got one of those.
Wow.
You know what? I'll find somewhere else to fight. Who want a piece of me? Oh, my ears are ringing.
This video probably went viral. That's
That
a good
was hilarious
skit.
when I saw it, and that's exactly what's been going on. And you know what? Rosie, that super talented young lady, is a comedian. You can go check out her Instagram page. And that was her perception of the situation. She's actually a fan of both of us. You can go to her
Right.
page and see that. She wasn't taking sides. She's just doing a funny reenactment of what she perceives to be going on. And this is exactly why it's so important to me that we carry ourselves in a respectable manner, because young girls are always watching us. So while all of this foolishness was going on, I was overseas on summer vacation with my family. She was once again calling me out, twisting the story of what I said on the fight blog. Then she says it was another golden opportunity.
I was very shocked to still see her even speak of me.
There goes the twist. I did not speak of her or mention her in that interview.
I've been let that dream go of fighting her a long, long time ago. But when I seen it, I'm like, you know what? Another golden opportunity to make a fight with me and Layla Ali. Got it? If she wants 15 million, we got 15 million. Take this 15 million and come get your ass whipped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there just to save face?
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out, but it was like, it's better if you just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better to say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, you know, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on and stay on that. When you get off that high horse and now you realize that you're normal because you are.
She talk about herself.
She wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't mention her. I clearly said I wasn't interested in making a comeback, okay? But she's out here running her own storyline once again. It was never gonna stop. Let me just say this. There is no way in my prime, with all the accolades, that I'd be trying to prove that I'm the greatest by being obsessed with fighting a nearly 48-year-old retired fighter who's been out the ring almost 20 years, while in the same breath claiming that she's irrelevant and she's untalented, while simultaneously coming up with $15 million for her within a matter of about 6 days. Please make it make sense. So she continues on her one-woman show, proceeding to try to bait me out of retirement. She's on social saying that she's the greatest now and she's gonna put me on my back. She's going on national shows spewing her usual narrative and saying that I said that if she came up with 15 million, I'd return to boxing.
You come on and say, oh, the rumor I heard is if Clarissa got 15, 20 million, then I got your 15 million, now what?
She ain't even say that.
You call it a bluff. You call it a bluff, Clarissa.
Yeah, and we are still waiting to hear a response.
What would you be proving by fighting and ultimately beating her if you went in there with her?
Just be proving to her that I'm a better fighter than her. That's all that really matters to me.
Do you realize now that this girl has been shadow boxing this whole time? I'm not in this with her. She has something to prove, not me. This is in her head.
It's about the disrespect that she gives toward me. And I work my butt off to get to where I am without having a famous father to get to where I am and to raise the bar for women's boxing. That's my issue with her. And if we were to fight each other in our primes, I would have still won. I would have knocked her out.
Everyone knows this woman has not been able to bust a grape up until now. It's actually hilarious to hear her talk about knocking me out. She'd be better off saying she'd outbox me or she'd run me out the ring or something like that. But knock me out? Imagine that. No, really. Imagine that. Look, I get it. She's obsessed with my knockout percentage. But at this point, she needs to stop promising these knockouts and focus on her own strengths because that's not one of them. And that's okay. So I ignored her PR stunts the same way I always have. They never got a response from me regarding a fight. So then she decides to throw a couple more lies into the story.
Hey, Clarissa, how you doing today?
Layla and her representatives has told us no. Like the answer is no. She doesn't want to fight, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that she's scared. I'm moving on with my career, and I'm happy that she said no. I really didn't want to have to put the pause on her anyway. You know, she wants to be like in the public and keep her name tied to mine because I'm young and popping. But I'm Clarissa Shields, and right now it's my time, and she wants to keep her name connected to mine to keep, selling whatever she's selling.
Clout thing, using your name.
It's absolutely clout.
Do you think she's scared to fight you?
Layla is scared to fight me, and I would be scared to fight me too. I get it.
Now she knows I'm not afraid of her. Nobody is. AB fights at 130 pounds, and she was willing to face her. Franchon gave her a tough fight and has been calling her out ever since. She's 1-1 with Marshall, who's eager for a rematch. Gabriel's dropped her and has been calling her out too. Shadeja Green would be a great matchup, and she's on her hit list. Even MMA champion Chris Cyborg wants to step into the boxing ring to face her. 54-year-old Chevelle Hallback has been issuing challenges. Nobody is scared of her.
We're in a generation now where the women fight each other.
Yeah.
We don't duck each other. And back in her generation, that's all she did. So I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's y'all champion.
Oh, but later that same day, wearing that same outfit, she says this.
She hasn't responded, and I feel like the
Wow.
answer is a no.
All right, I know the lies. She never got an answer. I know they wanted to create this narrative that I was scared and she lost track of her message points for the day. She says I've been using her name to stay relevant because she's popping and I just want to keep my name attached to hers.
Layla Ali.
And I didn't respond to her stunts at all. Y'all know? Now you heard her say out her own mouth she was moving on. that I was irrelevant. She didn't need me. She had so much going on, so many fights, so much money to be made. And I thought, great. But here she comes again.
Layla is first on my list. That's what I want first. Okay. But me and Layla have had some back and forth for some years now. And to me, there is no question about who the greatest one of all time is. It's me.
It too, age difference, obviously. 17 years in boxing is a significant age difference.
I think even Layla Ali in her prime couldn't beat me in the fight. And I think that
Wow.
she is great. She is great. You know, I think that she can fight.
This sad right here.
She's a bigger woman than me. She's taller. Actually, she's 5'11". I'm 5'8", 5'9". And she has, I mean, it say 24-0, but her record is 24-0, 21 knockouts, I believe. My record is 17-0 with, I think, 3 knockouts. Listen, Layla, it's not no
You
hard
got 3
I just want to
knockouts?
know who the best is. And the only way to figure out who the best is to fight.
That's an old
We
woman.
ain't got to keep talking.
Why you want to fight somebody that's
Now, let me
old?
put this in perspective. This was before she lost the hope that I might fight her. So she tried to speak more respectfully and polished, and she did what her team told her. But then 2 months later, the mask came off again.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen.
Did she turn the money down?
She did. Layla Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
No, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
no, that is right.
Come on, Layla, come on, go.
She can't rumble like Ian Wolf. I said who's the best from that era. Ian Wolf would have knocked Layla Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Layla oh so pretty ass out. Layla oh so pretty ass out. That's true.
Now that was the real her. I've never been concerned with who was regarded as the best or the greatest or who had the most accolades or titles. I really haven't.
You've competed on so many high levels. What's it feel like to be an undefeated champ?
It feels good. I mean, anytime I think you work hard at your skill, you guys know how that is.
Absolutely.
And to be able to reach that level, you know, that peak of being one of the best, it's an amazing feeling. So,
Or the best.
Yeah.
Or the best.
She said one of the best.
I'm happy just being one of. My
Yeah.
father always said he was the best. That wasn't really my thing. My thing is I want to be the best in my weight class. I want to be
Right.
undefeated, and I want to be a world champion. And those things I attain. So call it what you want to.
Amen.
So, yeah. I will say, becoming a WBC champion like my father and so many greats before him was an accomplishment that I will always be proud of. Every female fighter who wins a WBC title receives her belt with my face displayed on it. Now that truly is something special to me. So, did her plan work?
That's fire.
Did she make me mad enough to come out of
That's
retirement
fire.
after 18 years and start training again to make her dream of fighting me and having a big payday courtesy of Layla Ali come true? Absolutely not. After years of blatant lies and vile disrespect, making unsolicited
Heck yeah,
negative
Miss
remarks
Titus.
about me, questioning the legitimacy of my boxing legacy, and having the audacity to cross the line by disrespecting my deceased father, trying to use his name to discredit his daughter.
Listen, Muhammad Ali would never. Her daddy would never. Her daddy would never. Maybe she don't have that in her genes.
She will not be rewarded with the opportunity to share the ring with me or anything else. There's your answer. When I was still active, I held boxing in the highest regard. It's what I did full time. I put all of my energy and focus into it. I wasn't distracted, trying to do a little of this and a little of that. I was locked in, dedicated, disciplined, mastering my craft.
Y'all hear this?
I had the best of the best. Excellent trainers, including Buddy McGirt, Roger Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather Sr., who all held me to a very high standard. Boxing is in my DNA, and it will always be my first love. Now, after all of this she's put me through, I would never partner or collaborate with her on anything. Now, I've seen some comments from people saying, she's been so quiet, you know, ever since I put out part 1. Maybe she's finally going to take some responsibility and try to do better. But in reality, she's been running her same predictable playbook, misleading and deceiving the public. Her team has been busy trying to clean up the mess she's made over these years. They're literally running paid online ads with old footage of her signing her first contract and touting the Bible. Will she be taking any responsibility for her actions or just keep pretending?
Wow.
The bottom line is, she crossed a line that can never be uncrossed.
Wow.
She showed me and the world who she really is. And like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Now, just as I told her many years ago when she reached out to me for advice and I gave it to her freely, I encouraged her to build a brand on integrity and respect and surround herself with good people.
Layla Ali told me to build my brand, a good brand, and a brand that I want to represent and stand for. And she said, have good people behind me who I trust, Layla Ali.
As a boxer, I was unapologetically confident, and I believed I couldn't be beaten. And I proved it every time I stepped into the ring. As an entrepreneur, I've consistently carried that same mindset forward through the brand and the businesses that I've built from the ground up. Let's get real laser focused for a moment. It all started back in 2018 when I went on the Breakfast Club to promote my cookbook. Her record was 8-0 with 2 knockouts. Now remember, she and I were on good terms at the time. I even mentioned her and said nice things about her. Now, during the interview, I was asked, would I make a comeback to boxing? I said I wasn't planning on making a comeback, and I didn't feel there was anyone out there who would give me a real challenge. That's how I felt. Well, she heard that and got in her feelings, because she felt that I should see her as a challenge.
You know, her saying, oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168, my weight class, that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my weight class. And, you know, I'm just like, you know, nah. Like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen. And, you know, if Layla Ali wants to come back, we can rumble. We can go. You're not going to come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she talking about she come out of retirement. She just going to beat me if she decided to. And people think that I started to beat her.
How did the relationship sour?
She goes on an interview and says, oh, I would come out of retirement, but there's no one good enough to give me a challenge.
So the one thing we both agree on is how this started. Now let me tell you why I didn't see her as a challenge. At the time,
Damn,
I
this
retired
deep.
from boxing about 11 or 12 years. 24-0, 21 knockouts, 5 world titles, right? I literally retired from boxing because I ran out of competition. It's public information. I would have to be inspired to make a comeback, and I didn't see anybody out there that I was inspired by, including her. I know she's an Olympic gold medalist, but let's not forget, in Olympic boxing, you're going up against amateurs, not professionals. I saw her fight as an amateur, and I saw her fight as a professional, and I didn't feel that she would be competition for me. In fact, you know what? Let me let her tell you exactly what I mean.
You mentioned you would knock Breakus out.
Yes, I would.
You only have 2 knockouts in 10 fights.
Yep.
Why is that?
Because women only go too many rounds.
All of the women who have been collecting knockouts got them in 2-minute rounds.
That's the main reason. As you seen from my last fight,
Wow.
me turning pro with only 10 fights, you have to learn how to fight as a professional fighter. And when I
She
came from the
contradicting
amateurs to the
herself.
pros, I thought everything was the same. I'm like, I'm gonna do the same stuff I did in the amateurs. But training with Coach John David showed me that amateur boxing, professional boxing and punching is completely different. Amateur boxing compared to professional boxing and punching is completely different. These last what, 2 years, he has shown me so much. And from when you see my fight against Hammer, we only worked together for maybe 6 months, and then you see my fight with Habazine, just the body shots, how I can pick my shots now, how powerful and sharp I am. All that had to be changed. So when it comes to the knockouts, one, I've stunned every girl I've ever boxed against out of my 10 fights. Toward the end of the round, middle of the round, but when they only have to get beat up for 2 minutes and then go back and rest for a minute, it's not enough time for me to break them down some more.
She's still
Wow.
trying to learn how to put her punches together and fight like a professional. I've been knocking opponents out since my pro debut, my very first fight. I have more knockouts than she has wins. She started all of this with me because I didn't see her as a
That's
challenge
deep.
for me. Here we are in 2025, and she's only added 1 more knockout. She's still trying to learn how to throw her punches and fight like a professional.
I think that I'm so good that I'm hard on myself because I should be knocking these girls out. If I can go in there and win unanimous decisions, I'm always asking myself after the fight, why didn't you get the knockout? How come didn't the knockout come? I got all the skills and the power and everything. I just have to figure it out and put it all together.
I would have knocked her out. We want to become the full potential fighter that I want to be. Like, I think people now, like, you know, you talking about full potential, you got 13-year-old titles, like, how much more greater can you be? But it's like, I can start sleeping people, you know? I can get some knockouts on my record.
Yeah, she can knock me out. Now, maybe someday she'll discover her own identity and who she is truly meant to be without riding my coattails or the Ali name. I am one of one, and this lane is closed. I did this all myself. There's no camera crew here.
This was deep.
There's no script writer. There's no hair and makeup. It's just me and my iPhone and my ring light. My setup.
Wow.
It was worth the simple gesture of creating a free YouTube page and Instagram page where I can house this content so the truth can live right alongside all the lies that have been spread all these years. I'm not monetizing my pages. This was never about a fight for me. If I would have simply said I wasn't going to fight her in the beginning, no one would have listened to the truth about what's really been going on all these years. I want the same media and blogs and content creators who are exposed to the lies to also see the truth. That's why I released my answer in this format. Thank you for watching and much love to you all.
Oh, this was deep. Oh, that was deep, y'all. Oh, that was deep.
A whole lot of talk about the possibility of me making a comeback to boxing.
Her page.
And people have had a lot to say, but I have not addressed it until now. And I know everyone wants to know the answer to the question, will I be coming back? And I promise you, I'm going to give
I'm
you
about
the
to go,
answer.
y'all, but I'm about to look at this.
First, I have got to address the lies and the fake narrative that's been created years ago. Now, someone's gotten...
All right, y'all, much love. Oh, y'all wanted to see that? Did y'all want to see that part before I go? Y'all want to see that part? Money, that's why we telling y'all, money be having people change people. She remind me of Floyd Mayweather. They from up in that Flint. Us African American, we sad, y'all. That money make you do crazy things, y'all. This ain't number 20 minutes.
Way too comfortable dragging my name and even using my father's name to get attention and clout. Now, in case you haven't heard it, her story is that I didn't support her and I didn't pass the torch because of my jealousy
28 minutes.
over her accomplishments in boxing. She says that I disrespected her and I started talking about knocking her out simply because I was bitter that she's outdone me. I've seen a lot of the comments. Many of you have good discernment and understand what's really going on here, while others have believed her lies over the years or have formed an opinion without having all the facts. Now, originally, I wasn't even going to give this my time or attention because I really don't engage with people who thrive off of negativity, drama, and buffoonery. But I'm not about to let someone with bad character continue running freely, dragging my name without accountability.
That's not gonna happen.
Come on now, listen. Layla Ali is just Muhammad Ali's daughter. And
no, come on, we ain't gonna do that.
No, that is right.
Come on, Layla, come on, we go.
Oh, they might be showing the same one.
Layla Ali out. You know, she would have knocked Layla so pretty ass out.
So this right here is the consequence. Now, I have been busy working on other projects that required all of my time and focus, which is why I'm just now saying something. But honey, I have made the time to address this. So today, the bad guy ain't getting away. Now let's hit rewind.
Sheila, what's going on with Sheila?
See what's happened over the years. What got us here? Now, I'm not about to do the whole he say, she say thing. So let me show you some receipts. I first met her in 2012 when she was invited on stage to stand next to me when I gave my father his Liberty Medal. At some point, she reached out, started asking me for advice, wanted to know if she should go to the Olympics a second time or go pro. She would also call me and let me know when she was fighting. Now, at the time, I was one of the hosts of We Need to Talk, an all-female sports commentary show that still airs on CBS. I asked the producers if we could do a story on her. They agreed. So I got on a plane, flew to Colorado, and did a full sit-down interview with her. Now, this is just a shortened version of the 6-minute piece that aired on CBS in 2016. "21-year-old Clarissa Shields is as confident as her right hand is powerful. Soon, Clarissa will be heading to Rio for the Olympics to try and do something that has never been done before. I sat down to talk with her about changing history and being a positive spark for her hometown." You should have heard the story by now. The one about a kid from Flint, Michigan, who has gone toe-to-toe with adversity and stands undefeated.
But I'll always go back to Flint and help.
I know that when I was fighting, with any of my struggles that I had to overcome, or anything that I was upset about, whether it be something personal or something going on in the world, I would use that anger, and take it into the ring with me and channel that energy into the ring. Have you ever done that?
I did that a lot. I was going through stuff back at home, but I would have a boxing match, and I would take out everything I was going through on the girl, and that kind of helped me, because after I boxed, that was my ultimate high, and I felt like my life was perfect for at least 2 weeks. So
Clarissa's father, a former underground fighter, was passionate about boxing.
he went on to tell me that Muhammad Ali, his daughter, Layla, took after him. And and my dad, he says to this day, Layla's a bad girl. He says all the time. He said, nobody in our family took up boxing. I thought when he told me that, he was telling me to take after him.
Clarissa beat the odds to win gold in 2012. When the Olympics start in August, she'll try to be the first American boxer to win back-to-back gold medals. Everybody's going to be fighting you harder. Everybody's going to be trying to elevate their game. They're going to be running hard. They're going to be training hard. They're going to be dreaming about beating you. How are you preparing for that mentally and physically?
Honestly, I learned how to beat every fighting style. Tall girls, short girls, girls my size. Because I'm pretty good. I'm pretty great, I don't know what I would do.
You're supposed to feel that way about yourself.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have been able to get to this level if you didn't feel that way about yourself.
Yes.
I don't know about you ladies, but I have absolutely no doubt that Clarissa's going to win gold again in the Olympics. Women's boxing wasn't even in the Olympics when I was boxing, so I'm like, do it for us, because she's in the weight class I would have been in. So I'm like, go get it, girl, go get it. There's a lot of women who have been training for a long time, and nobody knows who they are. So the Olympics just really gives them a platform and something to strive towards. I didn't even fight amateur because I was like, I can't go to the Olympics, so why should I do that? I wanted to be in control of my career, but it's so great to see these young girls coming up. You got 9-year-olds now and 10-year-olds, and they're inspired by people like Clarissa. Now, as you can see, I was genuinely rooting for her. I gave her praise. I gave her a spotlight. When she asked for advice, I gave her valuable branding advice and boxing advice so she could have long-term success in and outside of the ring. I told her about the challenges that I faced fighting at 168, where there was limited competition, and I suggested that if she decided to turn pro, she should consider going down in weight, somewhere around 148, where she would have more competitive challenges. I told her she should hire a nutritionist, trim off that excess body fat, and get into elite next level shape. I pointed her in the right direction.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
Or not, I felt like her future was bright if she played her cards right. But of course, at the time, I was not aware of her divisive, vindictive, and malicious nature. And I know those are strong words, but they actually fit. This girl has created a pattern. It's been directed towards many people time and time again. Now, before we started our interview in Colorado, she said to me, "You're the name people say when it comes to women's boxing. You're the face they know. I want that to be me." Now, looking back after everything that's unfolded, it seems pretty calculated now. Like she was waiting for the right moment, the right excuse to finally do what she'd already made up her mind to do. That's how it feels now. She told me she saw me as the face of women's boxing, and she told me that she wanted my spot. And she's been on a mission to ruin my reputation ever since, simply because she heard me make a comment that was not about her and she took it personal. Fast forward to 2018, I was promoting my cookbook, Food for Life, and went on The Breakfast Club, a national show with millions of listeners. I did a 36-minute interview, and when the topic of boxing came up, I actually mentioned her and made positive comments. Then much later into the interview, I was asked about the possibility of a comeback.
You never get back in the ring just for fun? You still train?
I stay training.
Got you.
Yeah, I got a little baby six-pack right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have a heavy bag hanging in my... I just turned 40.
Wow.
Can you believe it?
No.
I know. I just turned 40. I can't believe it either. Because I think of my healthy lifestyle, the fact that I train all the time, I can pretty much do anything I wanted to. Well, I don't think there's anyone there for me right now that would actually give me a good challenge.
How do you and your husband argue? Because he can't, usually the man you can say something slick, but with you can't say that slickness. You was on the Food Network's Chopped.
Yes.
And you won.
I did a couple times.
So what brings you more joy, winning in the ring or winning in the kitchen?
I just like to win, period. Definitely boxing is my first love, and cooking is something that I'm super passionate about.
Gotcha.
It'll be a part of my life forever. I'm not somebody who sits back and complains about things. I think everything happens in due time. You got Clarissa Shields now, who's an Olympic champion. She's a young black girl, came out of Flint, Michigan, lived a hard life, went through a lot. She went to the Olympics, won twice. Women's boxing wasn't in the Olympics when I fought. She actually fights at the weight class I fought in. And she's doing great. Women's boxing is getting some good attention. Now remember, at the time, we were on good terms. She was reaching out to me and referring to me as Big Sis. But this was her response.
I watched the Breakfast Club video with Layla Ali. You know, I have so much respect for her.
Oh no, yeah, I don't know. This I do
like
this to
her
get my life.
my big sis, but it was so many shots thrown. I did not really pay attention. You know, her saying, "Oh, there's not nobody good enough at 168 my weight class that could give her a challenge when I'm the number one in my weight class." And you know, I'm just like, you know, nah. And you know, I just
give
feel
myself
like, you
a
know,
life.
she gave
I'll be looking at both of them.
She also spoke on how, you know, what I'm doing for women's boxing is great, but it's not great.
Y'all hear me, don't y'all?
It's like we got two different goals and sets in life. You know, me winning 2 Olympic gold medals is just the beginning. You know, even when she was boxing, she never fought on Showtime, HBO. I fought the main event on Showtime. I don't know how many times now. You know, fastest woman to win a world title. I did it in 4 fights. You know, and yeah, you can say, oh, the competition isn't there, and this girl wasn't that. But like I did it up in 4 fights, and so the girl that Layla Ali fought wasn't, you know, that great either. I mean, like, I'm the best female boxer that I've ever seen, and you know, if Layla Ali wants to come back, we can rumble, we can go. You know, this is not like, oh, I'm gonna step away. Like I respect her and everything, but you know, you're not gonna come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can happen. You know, I just don't like the disrespect. And this is my last video too about this. You know, I never used her name to try to be like, you know, try to call her out of retirement. It's basically like she's not going, she come out of retirement, she just gonna beat me if she decided to.
Now, of course, I didn't respond to this, but I noted it. For someone who hardly had any experience as a professional boxer and who was supposedly looking up to me, for her to think that I would even call her name in a conversation about me fighting or making a comeback was silly to me. Especially since I had literally told her that I retired from boxing because I didn't feel inspired or challenged anymore by the level of competition that was available to me. We had that talk. So I learned a lot about her character and her mindset. She took what I said out of context and made it all about her. I decided I was no longer going to invest time or energy into her. But she, on the other hand, she took it straight to social media, started comparing her boxing skills to mine, making negative comments about me, and pitting herself against me in a fight. A year later, I was doing press for my show, Homemade Simple, on OWN, so I went on Sway Universe, another syndicated national show with millions of listeners. We were talking, he asked me about boxing, he asked me about her, I said positive comments as usual, then he plays one of her visits.
Are you watching women's boxing today?
Oh yeah.
You like Clarissa?
I do. I think that she's a talented fighter. And she has the opportunity right now. The stage is set. You know, so now she just has to kind of do her thing. I
talk about Homemade Simple airing Saturdays 9 a.m. on the OWN network. Okay.
This video about to be over with though.
I had Clarissa here, right? I asked her who does she think would win and you against you in your prime and her now. And this is what she said.
She's not cut like me. She don't take the challenges. Like, she didn't fight against Ann Wolf. I fight against the best and beat the best. And if Layla Ali was to come out of retirement, I beat her too.
That's not anything I haven't heard before. First of all, she's supposed to feel like she's a great.
Absolutely.
But just because you think you are doesn't mean you are.
Okay.
I like to support and uplift people, and I think that on your way up, just do your best not to disparage those that have come before you. First of all, she could never beat me.
Okay.
Let me just get that straight right now.
Get that straight, Layla?
Let's get that straight right now. And not simply because she's not strong enough, okay, because I would definitely knock her out, but because she's not talented enough to beat me. The sweet science to boxing, the reason why you have not been able to knock out the opponents that you've already faced, I can totally see it. Why? But maybe if you would have been a little more respectful, and I'm not talking about thinking you can beat me and call it that, do all that. I'm talking about just trying to, she didn't do this, she didn't do that. Yeah. I don't respect her as a boxer. I only respect her as a businesswoman. I've heard her say that before. I was always there for her because she's a young black girl from Flint, Michigan.
Yeah, Flint.
And I want to help uplift her because that's the Ali way. I am successful in so many areas outside of boxing. Boxing is not what defines me. There's always going to be another girl. But I tell you what, when I offered her to spar me, that definitely was a check right there to see. Let me see what kind of heart she has. you should come whoop me just for bragging rights. And she didn't take me up on that offer. I said, okay. And let's put this in context. I'm only talking about this because you're asking me. She's done a ton of interviews since then, and she's always saying I disrespected her. Now you've seen what she's been referring to. So she felt justified to go on a tirade, and of course, she's twisted the story over the years and taken my comments out of context. Now, according to her, I just started talking about knocking her out, just out of jealousy. Now you've seen what I said, what she said, how this started, and you can see she pitted herself against me in a fight. Now, I know some of this younger generation may not be familiar with me, but I've never been one to just talk about things I can't do. When I said that I would knock her out back in 2019, it wasn't any different than what I've said to anyone who's challenged me in the past. You can go back and look at tape on me. That was not just talk for me, it's what I did. TKO, KO, it didn't matter. I was gonna stop you. It wasn't going to a decision. And if you didn't belong in there with me, I was gonna get you out of there. That's just facts. That's not disrespect, that's boxing talk. Back then in 2020, I did get to a point where I was ready to get back in the ring and show her why, even though she is talented. I said it back then and I'm saying it now, but she could never outbox me. High-level promoters did reach out to me directly, and we had some serious conversations about me making a comeback. Now, of course, she was never even involved in any of those discussions. Then COVID happened, you know how that was, and it all went away, and I left it alone. Now, here is just a small glimpse of the narrative that she's been building over the years.
But I feel like Layla Ali has always been kind of envious of me. I'm just so accomplished in women's boxing, and she never got that due diligence and that respect. So to see me getting it kind of pisses her off.
You see that different look, how she looked like she getting money?
Her biggest test was freaking.
Then when her teeth was messed up.
Christy Martin weighed in at 140 pounds, and Layla Ali was 160. Like, how are you making matches like that?
Y'all might have to go look at this.
Layla Ali is a hater. That's it.
Look at this
Nothing
video.
but her being a hater and her being, envious of my success and what I've done for women's boxing. And she feels like she deserves that credit because everybody kind of give it to me now. And I think that she's like, but I'm an Ali daughter and I boxed before her and I'm 24-0 with 21 knockouts, and she kind of, want people to keep acknowledging her. She's retired.
She's retired.
And
She's
been retired for a long time. 43. I hate when somebody else try to take somebody else's shine, somebody else's attention. It's like she's, nobody was trying to take her attention when it was her time. Undisputed champion. She's never been undisputed. And people are comparing me to her, and she gets offended. When it was like, to me, I thought it was a good comparison because I feel like I box way better than her. And for them to be saying that me and her are equal or whatever, she should have been happy because of that, because they're giving her more props on her skills, which I feel like she didn't really have that much. But, whatever. Yeah, we had Layla Ali. Respect. But she can't do for women's boxing what I'm doing. I'm going to be different because I'm going to give my blessing, or I'm going to let a girl take her blessing. And what that means, I'm going to fight for them girls coming up. And if they beat me, now they're the best. That's how you do it. My advice, Layla, is you will look a lot better. And people will stop calling you a hater and calling you jealous.
Y'all gotta go to her page and watch her video, y'all.
If you actually stop hating, bro, you will look.
Go to her video, y'all. I gotta go, y'all.
The black girl from Flint who made it out the trenches.
And all it is part 1 and part 2. There go part 1. Part 2. So y'all can go on her page, y'all, and watch the whole video. Go ahead, y'all. All right, y'all. Much love, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm about to go. You go back to her video.